Welcome to another video in the series where we are ranking every song on every Avril Lavigne album. Today we are doing the best damn thing. So I created this tier list which I have introduced in my previous videos. At the very top we have It's So Beautiful for the top songs. Then we have That's Why I Smile for those songs that are like almost up there but they just don't quite get there but we still love them so much. Then we have I Love It When You Hate Me for songs that we like but we don't love, and maybe there's one or two things in there that we just don't really like. Then we have She's Like So Whatever for songs that are a little meh but we'll probably still vibe to them. And then we have I Won't Listen to You for songs that we are like most likely to just skip. And there's lots to unpack in this album, so let's just get right into it. Starting with the lead single Girlfriend, which was kind of like, I think probably an explosive moment in Avril's career. So let me just read some of these facts to you. The song went double platinum Hey in the US, and it peaked at the top spot in the charts in 8 different countries. It was among the top selling songs of 2007 with over 7.3 million worldwide sales. In 2008, the song became the most viewed YouTube video and was the first video to ever reach 100 million views on YouTube. The song was compared a lot to Hey Mickey, if you guys know that song. Hey Mickey. I guess because it has this like cheerleady vibe. She was also sued by the Robinsons because of they have a song called I Wanna Be Your Boyfriend, which also went like, hey you, I wanna be your boyfriend. And I think they actually won that lawsuit. In general, the song had really good reviews because of its catchiness. It was written by herself and Dr. Luke, who is well known for multiple things, one of them being his lawsuit with Kesha that started in 2013. He's also written for Kelly Clarkson, Britney Spears, Katy Perry, with loads of artists, but I'm just not gonna get into that topic, just mentioning that he was part of this album. Avril apparently saw this song as more as a joke, so she was even hesitant to release it as the lead single. And to be completely honest, when it was released, I really loved the song, probably as most people did. Like, I had it on repeat, and I think it's one of those songs that you probably played so much that it gets so overplayed and then you just kind of don't want to listen to it anymore. But you know, it's packed with fun lyrics, it's really upbeat, and I think it's just a fun song all around. So I have to say, it's by far not my most favorite Avril Lavigne song, but I feel like it would be disrespectful to not put it at the top tier. So now we're talking about I Can Do Better, which is one of my favorite songs on the album, I think. It's really fun. It has Travis Barker on the drums, who I love and who I'm so excited to see that he's doing songs with her again. Also, for her new album, it's announced that she has a song with Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 as well, so that's really, I'm so looking forward to that. I like the angsty girl power and like just upbeat. I think I would probably put it up at the top. Something that I'm noticing for this rankings that I'm doing though is that I'm really comparing everything to the songs within this album. Another thing that I didn't mention is that the other challenge we're doing here is to try to rank the songs also from best to worst. Now we're at Runaway, which is another song Travis Barker drummed on, which is super cool. I kind of want to put the song on That's Why I Smile, but I think it's more of an I Love It When You Hate Me. There's nothing specific that I dislike about this song, but there's also nothing super specific that I love. So I would say this is like on the low spectrum of That's Why I Smile and on the high spectrum of I Love It When You Hate Me. I do like the song, but I just feel like it's not quite up there with the works of the top. So now we get to The Best Damn Thing. This was another one of the singles from this album. This one is difficult because, okay, I can directly think that I'm gonna put it in I Love It When You Hate Me, but only because I really love the pre-chorus and the chorus. I don't like anything else in this song, which would mean that probably I would put it more towards She's So Whatever or I Won't Listen to You if it weren't for those elements. So I'm gonna put it, I really find the pre-chorus and the chorus to be so strong. Like, I wish we could take that out and put it in another song, you know what I mean? I don't know, there's something about the verses and it's not even the style, it's more like what she's saying. Like, Obviously, when I was listening to this, I actually had nothing to relate it to, but I'm like, why would you date a guy who goes out and comes home smelling like his ex-girlfriend? Like, just don't date that person. And also, what does it mean to smell like their ex-girlfriend? How do you know what they smell like? And then don't even get me started on the bridge, which I know she tried to make it like probably for something fun to do on a live performance, but the bridge doesn't make sense. Like, she uses A for always give me what I want, uses V for be very, very good to me. Like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Like, then everything should start with the same letter. And also for the R, it's like, are you gonna treat me right? Like, are you going by the letter or are you going by the sound? So I don't really want to rant about it too much, but my point is that I really don't like those sections of the song, but I really like the sound. Again, I love the sound of, as a whole, of the album, The Best Damn Thing. It has this like really like punchy energy that's just screaming like angsty pop punk girl rock. I don't know. Also, I was super disappointed for that music video, but there was another music video that I was more disappointed with that we're also gonna get to. But I don't know, I feel like the Girlfriend music video at the time felt so fun that when these other music videos came out, I was just like expecting more. So now we get to When You're Gone, which was another one of the singles from this album. It's a really pretty song about missing someone. It was co-written by the lead guitarist of the glam metal band South Gang. I haven't heard of them, but I just feel like giving recognition to the songwriters is always good. Which I know I don't always mention for every song all the songwriters, but I try to just put some of those names out there where I think it might be most relevant. But for some reason, this song had really mixed reviews, and I don't really know what it was from it, because I think it's a really lovely song. This was the first thing that I was like learning to play on the piano. I think actually I like took it to my piano teacher and I was like, teach me this. At the same time, like for me personally, I don't see it as one of her best songs. Like, I really like it, and it's definitely Why I Smile, To Everything Back But You. So back in the day when I first heard this, I was still kind of like learning English, and there's a lyric in the song in the chorus which is, you left out the E, you left without me. And for the longest time I didn't understand what that meant. Like, when she said you left out the E, I was thinking that the E was like a place. You know how like the YMCA is like a place? I thought the E was like a gym or something. I wish you were her, you left out the E, as in I wish you were here was supposed to be the message. Then when I noticed that, I was like, oh. So I think I'm gonna put this song on I Love It When You Hate Me. The reason that I'm gonna put it in the middle is because I like it, but there's also just nothing on there that makes me really come back to it or anything like that. I had some issues with my camera, but I'm back, and we're gonna continue talking about Hot. That was also written by Evan Taubenfeld. It was the third song in the album, and it had really mixed critical reception. It was actually the least successful single in the US, only ranking at 95 in the Billboard Hot 100. This is also the single I was talking about that the video really disappointed me. I was at a stage now where I was old enough to like be excited and wait for an album to come out. So when the album came out, I was super excited. I was learning the songs inside out, and I was just waiting for all the videos. And I think Girlfriends set a really high standard for the videos. And then when Hot came out, I just was so disappointed. Some people liked it because it was exploring like a more mature side of Avril or whatever. But I don't know, I was not super impressed by it. So I honestly would probably go as far as putting it down in She's So Whatever. Yeah, I don't know, like I don't dislike the song, but it's just definitely far from being my favorite on the album. And if I was gonna pick a song to listen to from this album, that would be far from being the one that I would pick. It is interesting though that it explores different themes than what she's usually writing about, but even lyrically, like it just doesn't draw my attention. And now we get to probably one of the best songs on the album, Innocence, which was apparently released as a single in Italy for some reason only. And I feel like this would have been a really good single all in all, because I feel like most people find this to be one of their favorite songs. This one was also written by, I don't know when this changed, but I did not mean to change that. So Innocence, I think this goes definitely at the top. It's definitely a better song than I Can Do Better. I personally also think that it's a better song than Girlfriend, but I like the song more, and that's what we're ranking here. So now we get to the iconic I Don't Have to Try, with an iconic introduction.
I'm the one who knows the dance. I'm the one who's got the prance.
Does anybody like the intro to the song? Because I really like this song, but I really can't stand the introduction. Like, I don't understand what the point of it was. I find it super cringy, and fortunately we can just skip ahead through it, but it's even annoying that I have to do that. But I would definitely put it on That's Why I Smile. Probably on the lower end towards I Love It When You Hate Me, because as I said, I really don't like the intro, but the rest of the song I like. But all in all, I actually really like this song. I just really cringe at the introduction. Now we get to One of Those Girls. Now, in interviews where Avril talked about writing this album, she was quite forward in saying that she just wanted to write something fun, upbeat, and like not really get personal and just have things that people in her audience could relate to and just have fun. And I think this is one of those songs where that really shines. And I mean that in a bad way. Like, this song to me is like very like meh. I would probably go as far as putting it I won't listen to you, but for now we're gonna put it in She's So Whatever. But I don't think that I really like go out of my way to play this one. But I would put it probably on the same level as Hot. So we're gonna put it like this for now. And this was also written by Evan Taubenfeld, who apparently made a lot of appearances in this album, even though she didn't continue to tour with him. We're at Contagious, which I think is like the most underrated song in this album. I don't know.
Underrated. Oh my God.
What do you guys think? Do you hate it? Because I love it and I think that it deserves way more recognition. It's a super short 2-minute song that I wish were longer, but it has all of these pop punk elements to it, and I think it's so good. So that's going all the way at the top for me. And I would probably put it before I Can Do Better. So now we're at Keep Holding On, which I think people are gonna massively disagree with me on this, but I'm gonna put this on That's Why I Smile. Probably, I think people would think it deserves to go higher up. For me, it's kind of on the same level as When You're Gone. Like, I like these songs, but I don't think they're the best songs. And I realize that they're both kind of like ballads, so I'm like wondering if it's just that I prefer the like more upbeat songs. But then Innocence is also up there, and there's another song that's about to go up there, which is a slow one. So it's one of those things that I don't really know how to explain, because I'm kind of going with my gut feeling here of what I'm thinking. So we get to Alone, which is another track that Travis Barker drummed on, and this was one of the bonus tracks, I think, for like the special deluxe edition of the album. I like this song. I think it's really fun. It has like punch to it, and it really has the sound from this album engraved into it. I'm gonna put it in the middle. I really like it, but it's also just not one of the best works. Lyrically, it's also just not the best, bro. And here we are at I Will Be, which I don't know why this song didn't make it into the album. Like, this is such a good song. Like, for me, this is like top tier material. And I would probably go as far as putting it over here, probably. And that's a bit crazy that I would do that, but I would probably put it in front of Innocence, because like I feel like it stands the test of time, where like Innocence I was really obsessed with back then, and now I still like it, but I don't see it as the most amazing song. And I Will Be, I really liked back then, and I still today really think that it's a very powerful song. I feel like this song is really vulnerable, it's very raw, and it has arguably better lyrics than a lot of the other songs on this album. And I don't know if maybe this one she actually drew more personal things to, as opposed to in some of the other ones. Although, to be fair, I think she wrote Hot from personal experience, and I didn't think that was the best work either. Now we're gonna be finishing with the remix of Girlfriend with Lil Mama. I didn't know if I should include this, but I think it's a whole song in of itself, like separate from Girlfriend. And she did perform this in her concerts as well, so I figured we could include it. Back when this came out, like, this was just fire. Like, this song was everything when it came out, and it has that really cringy video where they're pretending to spray paint, but it's like super obvious that they're not spray painting. Like, they didn't even try to make it good. But the song is fun, and I'm gonna put this one probably where I would put Girlfriend if it weren't such a monumental thing for this album, and that's I Love It When You Hate Me. And I'm thinking probably at the end of it. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, I would maybe say that The Best Damn Thing would have to go in front of Everything Back But You. because that's how much I really do like the that small part of the song that I do like. So I think this is good. I think this is how I'm gonna keep my tier list, and I want to hear what you guys think of this. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And we're gonna be doing the rest of the albums, so if you want to stick around for that, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, thanks for checking this out. See you in the next one.